Hi there and welcome to the workshop at Offbeat Bikes, where I'm going to be talking you through one of our yearly or 1,000-mile services. At this point, typically we start to pick up wear and tear parts like chains, brake pads, forks needing a service, and general bits of TLC that are needing done to your bike throughout the year. So after a year, or typically 1,000 miles, you'll start to notice areas of your bike beginning to wear. Areas that we tend to look out for in services, such as your brakes, your drivetrain, your suspension, if it's just your forks, or full suspension, and your dropper post. These are all parts that need regular maintenance throughout the year, and it's always cheaper to maintain a bike than it is to fix it when it's broken. So let's get into this. In regard to your brake calipers, you've got a certain amount of brake material on your brake pads, especially on e-bikes that are slightly more powerful and slightly heavier than the average acoustic bike. You'll tend to go through your brake pads a little bit quicker than normal. So at this time, it's a good point to change them if you're sort of beyond halfway worn. In regards to your chain, your cassette, we have got special tools in the shop to measure wear and tear of these parts. Obviously with an electric motor, they go through a lot more torque and they tend to stretch out a little bit more than conventional bikes. Roughly, you can get 2 or 3 chains out of a cassette before that starts to wear. That's obviously down to whether or not you're maintaining your bike yourself, cleaning it, lubing it throughout the year before you bring it in for its year service. Moving on to the suspension. Typically after a year you'll start to notice dirt, grime and foreign objects making its way into your suspension seals, albeit your forks or your rear can, as you can see here. This will start to affect the performance of these products. Roughly, forks range from about £100 to £1,000, so it's an expensive part to replace if need be, so it's always cheaper to maintain rather than replace. In regard to the electric side of things, we run both Shimano and Bosch diagnostics in-house, and there are regular updates from Bosch throughout the year. On certain motors, it has actually increased the torque of these. So to book your bike in for its yearly service or 1,000-mile service, you can contact our phone number, email or our messenger. This is the time of year to do it. This is when we're starting to use our bikes a little bit less due to the weather if you're anything like me. And it's the perfect time to leave your bike with us for roughly about a week is our turnaround just now. And we will be able to service your bike, update your bike and make it feel brand new.